There are many simple things in the world. Shovels. They are all different. Gardening shovel. Unloading shovel. Children's shovel. But there is also a different shovel. We use it when we come to the position. In short time, it helps us dig a trench which saves us from bullets. If a tank will pass over the trench, there is a high probability that it will not cause any harm to the soldier. We dig in the ground, deeper, and then connect the trenches with our friends to the left. In just a few hours, trenches are all connected. When we do not have an axe, we can use a shovel to cut a loaf of bread. A soldier uses a shovel as a paddle, crossing the wide river under enemy fire. If we run out of ammunition, we will use a shovel again. And then we'll move on. And when we get the order to stop, we'll take a shovel again and build around us an impregnable fortress. This fortress is defended by the army of Ukraine, our army.
this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Hi, Lieutenant. How are you doing? Aw, did you find your land nav point, Lieutenant? Good job, Lieutenant. You get a
Expert Action Badge.
Put on your uniform right.
Expert Action Badge.
Show up to work on time.
Expert Action Badge.
Qualify on your weapon.
Expert Action Badge. Badge of Action.
Find your guide on.
Expert Action Badge.
That's right. Just doing your normal warrior task and drills, you get a
Expert Action Badge.
Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Shit in a bag, Pogue. Badge of Action. The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio. Action Badge.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
2022. Deep within the mountain compound. Holy shit.
Good evening.
Oh, Dzień dobry. Is this a dude from Poland?
Yes, I'm from the Poland.
How you doing, man? Can you give us an update? What's been going on?
Well, I'm scared as shit.
You're scared of ass shit? Hey, man, you're in Poland, dude. You're like right there in the front. You're like right freaking there. So, I mean, you can tell us anything you want, man.
Yes, I'm looking from the what is going on the Ukraine abroad.
Yeah, we know what's going on, Stan. And trust me, man. Is it pretty fucked up?
Yeah. And every time I see that 17th September of the 1939.
Oh man, is that the shit you're seeing? Well, I mean, yeah, it's pretty fucking scary. It is. That's what we're gonna talk about today, man. I know you're. I know you've been here. You've been listening to us and all that. I understand there's an English barrier, so we're gonna we can have comments if you go to like our YouTube stuff and you can have auto translate. And you'll be able to listen to what we're talking about.
No. I can whatever you say, I can understand.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, well, we got to continue with the show, man, because we got a big night. I mean, you know what's going on, right?
Well, I'm not follow about the beginning, but I guess I have to.
Yeah, we're like I said, we have a busy night, and usually we don't take calls until later on the day. So I thought there was another phone call coming in, but yeah, stay tuned, man. Just listen in, okay?
Yes, I will see because you starting.
Right at the start, man. So I gotta get going. So let's get on with the show because people are waiting and listening.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Stan. All right, so we are, man, what a holy on holy. Oh man, Spanky, you okay? You got some sound issues?
I think I'm okay. Am I okay? You tell me.
Yeah. It sounds like you got some sound issues going on. So I was double checking. So.
Oh, I don't know. This is as best as it's going to get tonight. Stuff doesn't want to work.
Oh, man.
I didn't burn anything to the ground, though. Sorry I'm late, y'all.
It's okay. It's okay. Holy shit. Listen to what we got going on in freaking Ukraine. Ivan has invaded. I don't give a shit what anybody says. I don't care if they're saying Russia has invaded Ukraine. All right? Russia has invaded Ukraine, and I don't care what anybody says. You know what? I'm starting to see, normally we don't talk Monday edition shit, but there's like a mixture of stuff going on tonight. We've got, freaking individuals who are almost like, it seems like they're simping on fucking Putin. Almost like they're saying that there's different reasons why. Like, we need to look at his point of view. Like, we need to see, you got to hand it to him. You got to say that he's savvy or he's smart or whatever. You need to shut up with that shit. Look, I grew up during the Cold War, Wolverines, Red Dawn, all that shit. Ronnie Reagan, everyone was like all talking about the, how the Cold War has set and freedom and it just seems like right now everyone has lost their shit or lost their focus on, especially the veteran community and retired generals and individuals on freaking Fox and CNN and just seeing all this other stuff. There's a lot of individuals that have lost their fucking minds. I have never seen such Ivan simping. I've never seen this much Ivan simping before in my life. Now, if you are, look, remember back in the day where like we missed. You got an individual out there that say we miss Reagan because Reagan this, and we were, what was that freaking peace through strength and all this other shit.
Wait, we're supposed to be missing Reagan too?
No. What I'm saying though is that individuals have had said, we missed. Well, people have said we've missed Reagan. We wish Reagan was back. Reagan politics, Republican Party, hell, even Kennedy Democrats, yada yada. Go back and forth between each of them. What the hell is going on? Now we're seeing we're seeing members of Congress telling that Russian citizens need to be rounded up and detained while they're here. Russian citizens. Hey, didn't we just have like a fucking issue in during World War II about rounding up Japanese citizens? Or America?
I don't think that went well for us.
That didn't go well at all. And so I wouldn't say Japanese citizens, but they were Americans of Japanese descent. I will correct myself before I get dragged. So now we're seeing individuals like General Flynn. Hey, can I get in trouble for shit talking a fucking general?
No.
DD-214 is all. I mean, because I figure since he's using his DD-214 to shit post, I could use my DD-214 to shit talk as well. I mean, it's not.
I mean, I completely agree. We can talk about whoever we want. If he doesn't like it, I'll fight him. I'll just fight him.
Just right, exactly. Well, what is it with Intel weenies, man? What is it with Intel guys? You notice a lot of Intel guys in this. Hell, you know what? Even Putin is a fucking Intel guy and he's whack. General Flynn, Intel guy, whack. Hey, look, right now during a time of war where we have had treaties and we've had our allies depend on the United States for our support to help them. All this other shit, all these individuals that are saying we should throw commies from fucking helicopters, or all these individuals that says kill a commie for mommy, I would never have believed that in this time of age right now, in these times, that these same individuals are saying that Putin has his reasons for doing shit.
Well, Putin does have his reasons for doing shit. Doesn't mean like any of us should be agreeing with him.
Right. No, I'm just saying, but it's just kind of hard to believe that I'm seeing these same individuals saying, well, Putin's, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say it right now, since we're in this time slot as well, Tucker Carlson talking on, dude, shut up. Are you literally fucking going to simp for Ivan right now and ask for his point of view on something like this? Imagine if the same shit happened during fucking 9/11. We're never going to get that 9/12 bullshit that everyone's talking about. All that coming together that America had. Look at it right now. It's happening right now. Russia has invaded Ukraine, and everyone's not having that 9/12 fucking moment. Coming together and all that other stuff. No one said it.
No, I don't, because we're not. We got half the people thinking that our administration now is doing a shit job and think that a prior administration would do better. I'm like, we are stuck with who we have. Just shut up. Like, seriously. Stop talking bad about our leaders. It doesn't, like, help. Like, if you can't, like, contribute anything, really, just shut the fuck up. As, simple as that.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, Tucker Carlson.
They have nothing to contribute, but, like, oh, gas prices are high. Okay. So, like, a nation being invaded.
Right.
And
Yeah, exactly.
Biggest concern.
Exactly. And you know what pisses me off is that Tucker Carlson, what was it yesterday, something like that, says Ukraine isn't democracy. It's a State Department client state. I'm like, dude, right now we have fucking American soldiers around that area to provide security, to prevent Ivan from fucking with our NATO partners. Do you not fucking realize that shit? I mean, dude, imagine this. Let's flip the parties without W. You know what I mean? And we'd had a Democratic Party elected president. And then what would have happened if W or Al Gore? Imagine if W would have said that back in the day. We need to understand where radical Islam's coming from. At 9/12, and imagine what happened. It didn't even take it didn't even take time for the rockets to impact or cool. And these guys are already fucking shit talking and saying that it's because of whoever's fault or whatever. Dude, it drives me up the wall, man. I didn't mean to come in rolling like that, but for real, it's just one of those things where freaking, I drinking bourbon tonight. Somebody was talking about how they had a drink, and I was like, got Buffalo Trace in it. I'm like, oh shit, Buffalo Trace. I figure since this is, I got to fucking.
I will keep hydrated for us.
Yeah,
maybe
thank you.
Carbohydrated, depending on how you eat these cookies.
Pip says as soon as Tucker Carlson comes on, he goes straight to Family Guy because at least that's entertaining. It's educational. But
I mean, you're right. You might learn more.
But everyone's like, "Oh,
anywhere from Tucker Carlson."
So. Right. Well, I don't know, but still, that influence, man. Everyone's trying to fucking buy that influence and stuff, and you're all are buying it hook, line, and sinker, man. I'm just kind of like, dude, whatever, man, whatever. And then you have some members of the military already shit talking about what would they do and also the crap. Well, now's your time to fucking sign up, right? All that shit posting about lethality and all this other stuff. I'm seeing fucking social media from their accounts pretty fucking quiet.
All right, go to GoArmy.com. They'll get you in touch with somebody.
Yeah, GoArmy.com or GoArmySoft.com, and you can go ahead and sign up. But again, I'll be honest with you. That Soldier for Life shit. It's hard for me to shit post and shit talk the Army. It's hard for me to shit talk. It's just like, I don't know, maybe I'm fucking wired different or something like that. You have individuals that literally have their vendetta against the Army, and immediately because they want theirs, General Flynn, will shit post against how our military is or how whatever. I'll be honest with you. Hey, look, we have friends right now, friends of the station, friends that are out there doing that stuff, that are out there in overseas, that are out there right now, not knowing what in God's name is going to fucking happen because that idiot fucking invaded Ukraine. I know like this is normally a Monday edition topic, but this is kind of like Sergeant's Time because I'm calling those simps out. Soldier for Life means it means something to me. Everyone talks shit about DD-214 or whatever. It's not a convenience, okay? It's not like that shitbag soldier that uses regulations and policy for fucking convenience and then gets called out and then gets butthurt. That's not what it's all about. Either you're in or not. It's okay to criticize. It's okay to say, hey, look, this is kind of fucked up. U.S. Army WTF Moments kind of does that already. When it comes to the Army, that's why they call it WTF Moments. It's kind of fucked up that this is happening, or it's kind of fucked up that this is this. But nowhere would I want to fucking wish anything bad on our soldiers. Nor would I ever want to wish anything bad on what's going on with some of the policymakers or something like that. I mean, some of these elected individuals, if you elected them, you can shit talk them. I got it. But Jesus fucking Christ. He said, I would have joined, but I'd knock that drill sergeant out if he yelled at me. Exactly, those individuals. It lit me up seeing the fucking timelines on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that. Everyone just like, it was almost like, we don't need to be there, and I can see where Putin's coming from. No, asshole, you're not supposed to see where Putin's from. I'm just thinking right now of, my grandfather or my dad was a NAM vet. I guarantee if you just said, we have to understand what Khrushchev is talking, you know what I mean? any of the Soviet leaders back in the day during World War II or up after World War II during the Cold War. And you
just got to see where Al Qaeda is coming from, or
yeah, exactly. It's
exactly what you sound like.
I think we need. Yeah, exactly. Could you imagine if W said that right after 9/11? Hey guys, I understand this is some bullshit and people got killed, but we understand. We need to know where because Al Qaeda is not a democracy. It's a State Department client state. Could you imagine if W said that? After, not 9/12? All those fucking Chuck Ranners right there are all saying, we don't need to be doing this. We don't need to be doing that. Well, guess what? We had the cards that were dealt with us. That Grandpa Vet never whined to his chain of command, so if you want to play those games, yeah, you know what? You're right. The that chain of command, exactly that. You're right, he didn't. They just, my grandfather served, my grandfathers served in the military. I am.
Same, and I bet they still danced in their barracks rooms too. So
Yeah, they still dance in their barrack rooms and all this other stuff. Yes, I am. Tonight's drink is Buffalo Trace. So yes, I am Bailey drinking Buffalo Trace. Knocking about Putin. What about Putin? No, nuking off. What was that? What about knocking Putin off? Someone else came up with that idea. Yeah. Do I have solutions, dude? What are you talking about? Do I have solutions? We should have been right. We should have I'll be honest with you. I don't have a solution because I'm not in the room with the individuals that have all those stakeholders in the room that have all the knowledge, I should say, of there. I'm just an old NCO that, hey, this needs to happen. Roger that. 3 bags full. Hey, this needs to be planned for this. Roger that. 3 bags full.
I mean, I think our solution right now really is, okay, yes, we have to defend our NATO allies, right? And that's why we are there, in our allied countries, around Ukraine. But,
look,
I mean, there's only one reason why Ukraine's not a NATO ally, so fuck Putin.
Yeah, well, I mean, you heard Putin's speech. He misses, he wants, he's all butthurt, basically. Putin, and I can, as far as I can get away with it, and we don't get zucked. Putin's a straight bitch wanting to miss freaking, how the good old days of the USSR.
Yeah, I mean that's just it. They're old days. Modernize something.
So James,
I mean, take over this now its own country.
Yeah.
They'd be like, okay, fuck it, let's go take Mexico. Let's just do it.
Right? Yeah. Or Mexico saying, hey, we want Texas back.
Yeah.
Texas needs to.
There might be some pluses to that. Come on, Mexico, take us, please.
Yeah, really. Yeah, really. So James Rook was joking here, saying, I understand that the Death Star was a planet destroyer, but I can see where the Emperor was coming from. Exactly. Now everyone's talking about the Warhawks and also their shit and all that. Look, are we losing? Here's what I'm saying. I'm going to ask you guys a question. Are we losing that beacon of hope? Free the oppressed? Yeah, Zuckerberg has definitely entered the chat. That's why I got a couple of feeds up on us.
It's okay, Zuck. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, hey,
We're just being good.
Hi, CID. Hi, Zuck.
Followers here.
Yeah, all you other 3-letter agencies that are sitting all of a sudden taking interest in the chat. I see ya. We can see who's in there.
Right? Don't you have somebody better to listen to?
Exactly.
Like the kids posting the videos on TikTok about what's really going on.
Oh, Joe.
Watch the news anymore.
Yeah, Joe's got a hot take too. I understand that OJ slashed his wife into a Pez dispenser, but I want to know where he's coming from.
Right.
Since we want to play those games, I like it. Yes, the euphemisms and the analogies. We as a country need to fix our own oppressed. Yeah, okay. All that beacon of freedom shit, huh? All that peace to strength, trust but verify, and all that other crap that everyone else likes to fucking use as an excuse to go do something, but then when it's something that they don't want to get used to. I'll be honest with you. I want President Zelensky, the Ukrainian president, I want him to post receipts. I want him to post receipts of every dealing that he's had with us. Because right now, sanctions is not going to fucking work. You can say sanctions all you want. Tell that to the Ukrainian in the street right now in Kiev. Tell that to that old woman that got blasted, or there was a video of a fighter jet strafing some kids. Tell them if 30 days is going to be good enough for fucking sanctions.
I mean, seriously, I think Putin knew that this was going to be what happened first, is the sanctions. So I'm sure, he's probably prepared for that in one way or another. So I'm like, oh, it's like taking your fucking allowance away. Like, that doesn't work, for kids either. So.
I don't know. Mutually assured destruction if physical confrontation escalates? I don't know. What? So what are we supposed to do? I think just position ourselves in there? What if we'd have rolled into Ukraine? Imagine that scenario. If we just rolled in there already.
You asked me, I think that's what we should have done. But, I'm not in charge. I think we promised them once a long time ago, like I don't know, when Clinton was president, that we would. But, that was then.
Recruiter Times wants to know if we can Recruiter Times wants to know if we can go to war for oil again because gas ain't cheap anymore. I'm not, and I'm telling you, it's not just us too. We have allies. We have NATO allies. They should have done some stuff, but
don't they pay us in oil? And then why we go to war? I thought so too. Who knows?
Oh, I got a comment and hey, has your all's viewership dwindled recently? Just wondering. Y'all seem kind of like a bunch of bitches, low key. Damn. This is on Twitter. Thank you. Thank you, Umberto Snow. Unfortunately, if you're using the Twitter platform, you're losing a small percentage of who our followership comes from. Whatever.
Exactly.
If you're really looking at
Twitter is not the only place that we
oh my God, y'all, like, you guys, we have a small ass podcast. That's right. Don't worry about following us then. Using Twitter as a metric for fucking leadership or fucking military policy is the equivalent of going into a freaking preschool and asking the kids there for their fucking opinion on shit.
I mean, you probably get better opinions from
I should be right. I'm insulting preschoolers. My bad. You're right. I'm insulting the preschoolers. My bad. Whatever here. Get out with this shit. Or you low key, whatever. Hey, if what you want, that's we got podcasts and stuff to listen in on. I don't know. I think we got a pretty good reach. I think. Everyone sounds like a freaking. Everyone sounds like an idiot. Nobody said anything about Poland-West border. Hey, I'm saying it right now, dude. Right now we have, and that's what I'm going to read. You're not allowed to be mean on Twitter. You ain't lying, dude.
Yeah, dude.
You ain't lying. No, I'm saying you ain't.
Keep being mean to us on Twitter.
No. Whoa. You know what? But Jim's got a good point. Jim's saying, no, you're not allowed to be mean on Twitter. And that just saying, you just be mean against somebody that, like, for instance, you could be mean and somebody will, or you can just tweet something out and nobody will fucking agree with you. In their eyes, you're being mean to whatever view they hold or whatever. So, whatever, dude. If you want to use, I will say that there's a certain segment of Twitter right now that's pretty fucking quiet. I don't know, just saying. Jack goes fucking snowflakes. Man, snowflakes. I haven't heard that term in a long time.
Right? And I thought we moved on to vet flakes.
I thought it was vet flakes. Yeah, exactly. Vet flakes. I think we had a WTF Nation, doctrine reading update. In the Center of Excellence. What was it? Vet flakes are there's two definitions in the veteran or military dictionary. Is one, what was it? We said the vet flakes are veterans who get really upset about and fucking whine about fucking everything. And then number two, the other definition is it's a new cereal that was created by all the coffee drinking, truck ranting, t-shirt company individuals. We call it. So get yourself a bowl of vet flakes.
Don't make me hungry.
Yeah, I know, man.
We'll like, instead of pouring milk on it, we'll use your tears. It's okay.
Exactly. Introducing new vet flakes, especially for you guys out there in Twitter. Thanks, Snow Umberto. Muchas gracias. We appreciate it. So that was my little rant. I apologize for getting so freaking off track, man. I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ. That was some ranting there. And if Russia's not careful, we're gonna send John Wick over. I don't know, man. So right now, Stan in the chats right now talking about Poland. Actually, no. U.S. fighters and helicopters are arriving in NATO countries as Ivan is pushing his shit. This is from the Military Times. If you go ahead and look at our Facebook page timeline, we will have updates and information from either. Vetflix goes best with 3 Cletus. Exactly, 3 Cletus. William Wallace is 3 Cletus. William Wallace, get in the chat, dude. I haven't seen you in a long time, man. I want to make sure you're good to go. So 6. I will just say Air Force fighter jets. I don't want to give numbers out. And this is another thing too about the media talking about their numbers and shit. Due to arrive in Estonia, Lithuania, Romania, and of course Poland. So. They're moving closer, so there's Apache helicopters that are set to arrive in Poland. Now, of course, this is open. I'm not revealing fucking anything, so it's not like I'm, talking about whatever. I'm not revealing.
Right, nothing says that you can't do a quick Google search won't tell you the same.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just not revealing some of the numbers. But from what I'm hearing, Ukraine is kind of like handing that ass over to freaking to Ivan. So, as a matter of fact, let me pull up a graphic that's up right here. And that way we'll be able to kind of highlight. And I know everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, you got a graphic up." Oh, hang on, we got a call. Hang on. Let's see what this is. WTF Nation Radio, are you on the air?
Hi, it's your granny.
It's who?
Your granny.
Hello. Okay.
Okay.
No idea what that was about. No idea what that is. Or what it sounded like it was a kid. I hope maybe it was a fan, a young fan. Maybe we can.
Yeah, I hope not, because I don't need to clear up my language.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, hey, this is not a family, or this is a mature podcast, a mature show.
Yes, it's rated M for mature.
Rated M for mature. So let's go ahead and look at it. Let's go ahead. Yeah, I think somebody might have butt dialed the station. If Russia is on to me, man. Ivan's pissed. Ivan prank call. Maybe I have to look at where that call came from. So there it is right there. The repositioning of support to NATO allies. So there you have it right there on the screen as of the 22nd. The source is the Defense Department. So it's not like I'm freaking revealing anything. Oh my God, this is OPSEC. This is OPSEC, whatever, and OPSEC and IPSEC.
Right?
OPSEC,
so
OPSEC.
Just like I say, you can quickly Google this.
Exactly.
I do want to know if they got, about those 169 Florida dudes. That's probably our nation's best line of defense is a bunch of Florida men.
Dude, those Florida guys that were in the Ukraine were members of the Security Forces Assistance Brigade, the SFABs, and but on the National Guard side, I guess they have a National Guard SFAB, and so they yanked them out of country and all that. I would have just left them there, and do some sightseeing and something like that, or not some site surveys for bases and stuff like that. But
yeah, like I said, you never know a Florida man.
You never Florida man, exactly. Florida man, yeah, exactly. Damn it, Carl.
They can take Ivan down by themselves.
Well, they're right now.
Like a pet tiger or something is on.
You got a pet tiger. Here, what the hell's going on with this, buddy? Well, I don't know, but sightseeing in Ukraine, though. I mean, I've had friends, former soldiers that deployed to the Ukraine. So, but stop it, Carl. Exactly. So anyways, there's the numbers right there. Y'all can look at them. I'm not gonna read your fucking slides for you. You can just take a look, and there you go. Of excellence.
I guess we do have some people that just listen and they don't watch us.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I need to kind of read it. So if you can see, there's some fighters and stuff. They're all moving to Poland, and they're all going to other areas that are being staged near. I was just say this: Poland, Hungary, Romania, Bulgarian. They are now receiving more equipment. There you go. So, Shipwreck says the flyer looks like risk board troop movements. Exactly, looks like risk. So that's going on.
Because I tell you and I tell everybody, like I like to watch live TikTok videos, or look at the snap map to see, okay, what are people like videoing on the ground, not like, the news that gets fed to me from, our media. So the one thing I did notice was everybody that was protesting like in Moscow about this, like, the people of Russia aren't too fucking happy about this either.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they're not giving a shit either. They're actually standing up, and don't mind getting their pictures taken. Man, this is downtown Moscow. These are some Russian citizens are now protesting against this action. Ivan Putin said this was a security, or we're sending peacekeeper. What the fuck ever, dude. The Russians did get a combat jump today, but it was a very bad one.
Right?
It was
could have been better off.
I mean, see, now, of course, now that, remember I told you about that small segment of Twitter that likes to shit talk? Or hell, just a small segment of, I don't know, most members of the military that don't like airborne. Bunch of freaking legs. I'm sorry, Spanky. This is not directed to you, buddy.
It's okay. I like both my legs.
There was an attempt to seize an airfield, and it didn't work out. And they said airborne is dead. Well, Ivan doesn't know how to do airborning very good. How about that? That brings a good question. Yeah, somebody asked me just now. Is it like a ruse now? Is Ukraine really handing it to Ivan right now? Really fucking him up? And this was all a freaking ruse. This was like Russia was flexing and all this, saying they're a bunch of badasses, and it come to find out that they really suck, and because Ukraine is fucking handling business. I'm just like, damn, dude, this is awesome. I mean, it's awesome that Ivan is getting their asses handed to him. There's stories coming out. Exactly, Branko. Josiah says that the Russian paratroopers probably didn't wear PT belts. What does Ivan say, anyways? Did they say back in Moscow instead of back at Bragg or whatever? back at Moscow.
What is their equivalent of a Bragg?
I don't know what their I don't know what I don't know anything about their Bragg type of people. They probably didn't have their PT belts. That's right, Josiah. Branko says that the Ivan seized Chernobyl, or they're seizing Chernobyl. Right now, it's being like, again, this is all fluid shit. This is all like, information that's being slowly trickled out. I will say this: the DoD really screwed the pooch on this one by not having reporters in bed with the troops. I know. That, and speaking to some of the members of the military public affairs community, it's not them. So everyone's like, how come we didn't have, back in Josiah, back at Moscow, and members of the public affairs community have, I will say, who wish to remain undisclosed and unnamed, have told me that it's not the DoD specifically, but there's members of the DoD that are telling the White House, and the White House is saying no, and the DoD is not. So there's some drama going on between the DoD and the White House when it comes to embeds. Embeds. You remember back in the day when Operation Desert Storm happened, and we had embed reporters. We had reporters riding along.
Oh yeah, I even remember that's in the first Gulf War in '91. That's when CNN and 24-hour news became a thing.
Right, exactly. So, from what I'm hearing from my military public affairs colleagues, and I do say colleagues because I guess we're media, we're kind of colleagues. It's not them. They want freaking embeds. They want media to ride along with them. I think this would have been a perfect opportunity for, I don't know, our friends over at Task and Purpose, or our friends over at Newsweek, or or Stars and Stripes. I could see all of our friends that we know. I expected Haley and Jim Laporta and freaking Chad Garland to be out there in the mix. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, same. And they should be able to.
And they should have
changed the rules. They changed the rules.
Yeah, they should have been in the mix, man. They were like, It should not have been this is like a no-brainer. This was the event for the administration to actually provide the transparency that their critics are always saying that there isn't. There isn't any conspiracy. Actually, when you don't have transparency is when you have conspiracy. There you go. How about that? Little jingle there. And you're right there, Shipwreck. Sometimes the best information to get intelligence is from an embed reporter. That's my so far my critique of this. CNN reporter was looking at the airport, looking at soldiers, and she went and asked him why they saw any Russians, and about to find out half of it, they saw Russian flags on them and stopped. They looked at him, and they just took the airfield. So that was one of the reports there. And there's also a report coming out of Snake Island in the Black Sea. Did you hear about this shit?
No, I didn't hear about that.
So Snake Island in the Black Sea, the Russians told, it's like on their border. It's like, it's almost now there's been a rally cry for the Ukrainian military. The Russians went up to Snake Island and told the Ukrainians, this is a Russian warship. I propose you lay down arms and surrender to avoid bloodshed and unnecessary victims. Otherwise, you'll be bombed. And this was said over a radio system. And the Ukrainians on Snake Island responded with, Russian warship, go fuck yourself. But unfortunately, they all perished. The Russians destroyed or attacked the island. The island is just a small little island out there in the water. And so yeah, it's freaking. So now it's crazy. Now freaking the last words of these guys holding ground was, go fuck yourself. I like that. I think that's been we've been known to say that a couple times too.
I mean, sometimes you just know.
Yeah.
This might be my last chance to tell them.
Right, exactly. It was, everyone was talking about some of the footage that's coming out. There is some footage that's coming out. You guys got to be careful what you share, because there's some footage that was out there. We almost got duped, but it wasn't. I mean, we had a triple double check, and it turns out that it was before the invasion happened. There were some explosions that were reported, and a video was being circulated around, and it turns out that it was not from this. It was not from this event. So you guys got to be careful what you share. Don't listen to all those freaking NAM vets, all those old guys that were pissed off that they didn't get to do their whatever, and want to shit post on everything, saying all those Ivan simps out there. Don't get the information from them. Don't read about information that you see on there that's bullshit. Some of it, you got to remember, the misinformation campaigns are running heavy. Ivan doesn't fuck around. As a matter of fact, reportedly, there was a website, Russia Television, was taken down by Anonymous. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, no, I didn't know that either. See, look, I'm a little behind. See what happens? I take a short nap today, and I get so behind. I don't even know what's going on. Like, I was caught up before I went to bed last night, and then, yeah, it's just like so much changes just, within every minute.
Yeah, I'm kind of watching some of the individuals in the media just talking their shit and all this other stuff. I'm kind of laughing at I'm kind of like, we're on the sidelines watching this, and I'm just gotta talk about, we shouldn't critique this, or we shouldn't critique that. As of an hour ago, President Zelensky said that today I asked 27 leaders of Europe whether Ukraine will be in NATO. I asked directly, and everyone is afraid and does not answer. And we are not afraid. We are not afraid of anything. President Zelensky, the Ukrainian president. I'm telling you, man, I'm freaking just watching how everyone's kind of like backing up. You know what? President Zelensky, drop receipts. Mr. President,
I bet you have them.
Yeah,
if you don't have them, someone that works with you does.
Drop
receipts. Like me,
right.
Keeps receipts on everything.
Right, drop receipts. As a matter of fact, drop receipts on the policymakers of our country, and let's show what the fucking corruption's going on in here. Again, this is a Monday edition topic, but it's kind of tied into SGT'S Time. If you drop receipts, President Zelensky, let us know. President Zelensky, you're more than welcome to join us on Sergeant's Time too. More than happy to have you on so you can sit there and talk and discuss things. That's what I suggest. Oh, you don't want to help us out? Okay, fine. Bam, here's email from Germany. Here's emails from whatever. Here's all the country. Here's emails from the U.S. and all the American politicians that were shit-talking that are saying this or saying that. Drop them shits. And I guarantee it, you'll see the corruption that was propagated all this stuff that left the country on its own. Again, you can't sit there and say, especially the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, you cannot say that we're the beacon of hope. You cannot say that we're God-fearing and to free the oppressed and all this other crap. If you let this shit happen. If you want to say you want to be part of a Kennedy Democrat or a Reagan Republican, right? I don't believe you. Do I have a red phone? I just hit him up on DMs. I'll just hit him up on DMs.
I mean, don't you know how things work nowadays? Yeah, just click DM.
Yep.
And then someone heard that Ukraine, lost their internet connection today. I lose my internet connection if it gets too windy. So it wouldn't surprise me if there's some internet shortages.
Right.
Going on.
No, I understand if Zelensky has approached the 27 leaders of Europe and say, hey, will we be in NATO? Okay, fine. President Zelensky should go ahead and drop receipts of each country that he asked to be part of NATO and they don't want to answer. Oh, you don't want to say anything, Germany? Bam, here's the receipts that we have of blah, 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 blah you've been dealing with. Republican and Democratic members of Congress, bam, here's receipts of all the shit that you've been saying. Or we've been dealing with you and all this other stuff. Even if it implicates our president or our members of our government. Format pass too. Hell, DeTreezy, Obama, freaking Biden, Bush. Hey, yeah, drop them all. Zelensky, drop them all. I want to see all them receipts. Because now it's getting ridiculous. We're going to wait for sanctions to work. That's like saying we're going to wait for sanctions to work. Or we're going to wait for Kabul to fall. It's only going to, the Taliban won't take Kabul for about another month. Yes.
Like I said, I am sure Putin was ready for sanctions, so I don't think they're going to work.
Yeah, Putin was like, this is something that could have been said in an email. Putin was like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. That's what you do. Okay, let's do this shit. So I'm telling you, man. Now look, everyone likes to try to throw their stuff in and talk about how whatever. No, there's not going to be a draft to come back. There's no discussions that this is what I'm. There's no we're not having a massive stop loss. So nobody freak out. Morgan from the J1 has said there's nothing reported of a stop loss, nothing reported of IR guys coming back. Or retirees coming back, or whatever.
Yes, they better not try to call some retirees back.
Yeah, what are you talking about, man? You're going to go back and we're going to go back and rock it.
Maybe in the summer. It's too cold
maybe
over there.
In the summer.
I can't do this right now in the winter.
We might be waiting around. Yeah, Bailey said that waiting has always been synonymous with I'm a pussy. With I don't feel like doing anything.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah.
Because I definitely am when it comes to the cold, so I can wait till summer if you guys need the retirees.
Dean says yet. Exactly, yet. I would, they should do that. They should have, all those vet bros and all those truck renters that are talking shit. Okay, fine. Here's your message. Here's your letter. Here you coming back in. You can't get promoted, and you can only come in for say 3 years. How about that? You call a retiree. Yeah, exactly. Draft all Call of Duty warriors. Uh-oh. Hey,
and we definitely need Leroy Jenkins.
Hey, Leroy. Hey, I did not type that, by the way. The main page bosses and the admins are in the chats too. So and Dean's like, come on, man, let's go. I know, bro. Really? Man. Sign me up. I probably would I mean,
no, don't.
No, yes, come on.
I signed up at the end of the Cold War the last time.
You remember the last? No, come on, let's do this. Come on, Spank. We should just go back in.
It's cold.
We could, as a matter of fact, we could take over a PAO shop and we can run WTF Nation Radio from a. We could do better, more quality PAO stuff than what's going on out there right now.
All right, as long as I can bring a heater. All right, okay, I'll go.
We'll probably be like in a hard stand. I'm too exactly that CQ the way his DD214 set up. They're gonna Dean. Hey, you know what, Dean? I will come back as a sergeant major and serve on the team with you, brother. I'm right there, man. I'll do it. You got a team leader here? He's a sergeant major. Yeah. So what? What are you gonna do about it? That'd be an awesome meeting for. I only got a sergeant first class Spanky. She's another team leader. Bring us back. That'd be funny as hell. Have a WTFPX. Ooh, have WTF Nation fob WTF Nation. That'd be funny as hell. So, if we must. Okay, well, I'm just joking around, but seriously, there's nothing been right now. There's nothing been right now that's been called in for a massive recall or stop loss. That's not it. Now, if it does happen, then Corey, I'm about to say, be a dirty contractor, make some money. If we were to have something like that, as a matter of fact, I would say start with all those headquarters that have all those sandbaggers sitting in their fucking HQ just chilling. So while individuals are down on the line doing all these NTC and JRTC rotations, get all those individuals from the headquarters and put them all down and slot them in those units that they need to go to. And so that way there is no straight up, no drama for your mama. There you go. All that great leadership you were talking about on the TL. Yeah, I'm looking at you, some of your members on freaking Twitter. All that shit talking you were doing. Now it's time to use that leadership. Use that knowledge. It ain't all about meetups and hangouts and shit like that with your friends. That's not what you join the military for. And if you're in the military, then get the fuck out if you don't think that's what it is. We need a Ukrainian version of the WW1 Lafayette Escadrille unit. I can't even pronounce that. Escadrille. Or am I even saying that right? Lafayette Escadrille. There you go. I'm not saying that like
I have no idea. I can do Lafayette.
Yeah. Lafayette.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Escadrille.
Exactly.
I don't know. No.
All right, we're going to take a break real quick, and then we'll be right back to do some more shit posting and shit talking. So everyone go ahead and refill your glass. I'm sitting right here drinking anyway, so I'm going to keep chugging some Buffalo Trace, and then we'll be right back. So everyone go ahead and shots. See you in a second.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue. I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
I hear you. All right, so and we're back. Here's the thing. I was about ready to drop this question as well. What's going on with West Taiwan, also known as China? China has been doing some shit too. Apparently, 9 aircraft has snuck into the exclusion zone or something like that. There's a specific zone where Taiwan is a country, by the way. Damn, think about it, man. Taiwan is a country, and what just happened to Ukraine, and what do you think Taiwan's doing right now? Taiwan's probably looking at their skies going, dude, what's going on? I hope we're not screwed. You know what I mean?
Right? Like, is this a distraction going on over in Ukraine? They probably stocked up on toilet paper.
Yeah, really, huh?
Or whatever. Instead of, just like here.
Are you saying oh my God, Spank, are you saying because of the Rona that they stocked up on toilet paper and forgot to stock up on weapons? Is that what it is?
Maybe.
That's so mean. Maybe it has.
Shit, I still got toilet paper for days. I will never be shopping for toilet paper again.
Right. Nicholas says that we don't want a quagmire, dude. I know, man, but what are we gonna do? We're just gonna let Russia and China just steamroll over all these countries, and because we said, we're the beacon of freedom, right? And free the oppressed, right? Peace through strength, right? Trust but verify, right? We're just gonna let this shit happen, huh?
I mean, like I said, what? Seriously, I think that's probably what it sounds like we're doing right now, just letting shit happen. Because, sanctions.
Oh, yeah, sanctions are really going to work. Oh, man. Woo, man, sanctions, yeah. Oh, look. Hey, this is bashing on policies right now of what's happening. We haven't even touched upon the domestic shit that this administration's done or not done. Holy crap, dude. West Taiwan, you act up, man. Probably not going to do anything. It sucks. Just by what happened with Afghanistan and our withdrawal from Afghanistan, and then seeing what we're going to have right now with the Ukraine. I'm sorry, not the Ukraine. It's not a region, it's a country. Just like Taiwan. It's a country.
I just have to mention real quick, I have closed captions on for the video, and it does not like a lot of words we're saying. It does not at all.
I know.
Stars.
Yeah.
Stars.
Yeah. So, hey, look, we have our the WTF Moments admins are in the chats too, because apparently Facebook and its algorithmic attitudes are hiding some of your comments and really just like getting mad. It's just like, dude, it's just they're I'm just looking at some of the comments right now, and some of them are hidden. I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know that wasn't there. So I apologize if not responding to some of your comments. I'm seeing some of the stuff right here. Man, Facebook is just not liking all this talk. They're not liking all this butthurtness that we're throwing out at everybody. It's pretty nuts. I don't know. I don't know what. Yeah, there's some individuals that. Yeah, exactly that. There's some people that got banned, and Facebook zucked them for a few days for some of the comments in there. Some of the comments are not definitely making it through, Pooks. I'm seeing it right now. It says like all these closed captioning, and then this comment is hidden, and all sorts of stuff. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
That one did make it through, Pookie. That one did.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Pookie stuff. Yeah, Facebook does not like mail pages too. You're right, Recruiter Times. They do not like mail pages. Some of the language that we have, it's kind of funny. Just in general, a conversation with somebody in the military, a civilian would think it's violent, safe space and shit, whatever you want to call it. Feelings can get hurt.
I mean, unfortunately, a lot of things the military, trains for is violence. So.
No way. Are you saying there's gun culture in the military? No way.
And some coffee and T-shirts.
Oh no, coffee and T-shirts too? No, not the military. It's a what? We talking about people actually have to kill somebody in the military? No way. I thought we were just driving our tanks around, or firing our artillery rounds in the training area to fire some artillery rounds. I did not know. Or flying our jets just to do jet stuff. Yeah, no way. Flying our helicopters to just do some training? No way. So, is it that admin? No, it's not. It is not that admin. It is actually Facebook is doing a lot of auto stuff. For some reason, you guys' comments are getting, because it's happening on the radio side too. The radio side and the radio Facebook page and U.S. Army WTF Moments comments are getting hidden. So I think it's the nope. And there's more than one admin on US Army WTF Moments, so it's not like, you know, they got a few people on there doing that. But anyways, what was I going to say next? Oh, so the next thing I wanted to talk about, keyword hell, exactly. There's a report right now that's happening that's got everybody pretty freaking, how do I say this? Amped or hope this is happening. So far, it's legendary. Riled up. Yeah, you want to say riled up or something like that? Am I going to talk about the CDC? No, I'm not going to talk about the CDC. No. So there is a fighter pilot in freaking Ukraine right now. They're calling him the Ghost of Kiev. This guy, this was like earlier in the day, has confirmed 3, if not 4, aerial confirmed kills. And like ace shit, shooting down other aircraft. That is like legend stuff. Supposedly, a MiG-29. He's flying around in a hoopty freaking. Imagine that. Imagine you're a Russian pilot flying around in a baller ass Su-35, and this dude flying around a muscle car of a jet, old school freaking MiG-29. Is taking on freaking Su-35s. I don't know what comparison. I guess it would be like, imagine a shitbox freaking, you know, a newer sports car being outbeat by a freaking Chevelle. That's a pretty good equivalent, because the MiG-29 is it's an old aircraft. The Su-35 is supposed to be more of a modern aircraft. So far, reportedly, and I'm getting an update right now, it's like 6. He's like 6 jets and a freaking helicopter. That's what's being reported. Again, this guy's legendary. There's small videos of a single jet taken on, and that's going to get posted on the radio page, of taking on a freaking, you know, everyone's saying, I hope this is not fake. I hope this is not fakes. Yeah, exactly that. It's not the tank, but the tank crew. Well, I'm sorry. We're not seeing any stories about a Ukrainian version of Fury. It's like they need exactly that, Pip. They need to make a movie out of this. This is pretty badass.
Oh, I'm sure it'll happen.
It's probably
all of this is still true. It'll happen.
It's probably some old scruffy dude with like a little bit of beer who smokes in the aircraft, or probably has a flask of vodka with him or some shit like that, and he's flying around and he sees a freaking, oh, what's this? And freaking next thing you know, it's like that Randy Quaid guy. It's like that guy from Independence Day. But anyways.
I mean, I guess everybody's got to have that one guy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Old school. He's probably some old school pilot that's trained, Ukrainian force. I'd love to know who it is, man. Or actually, we probably don't need it to like blab out. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty freaking. I should not have watched Black Widow today. Why is that, Bridie? Why is that? If Hollywood hears, that's right, Bailey. Yeah, exactly. He's drinking 3 Cletus. Is right, Recruiter Times. He's drinking 3 Cletus, and he's eating a friggin' sandwich, and he's sitting there flying around going, oh, look at this right here. I'm gonna go over there and see what's up. And he like shoots these guys down. So, that's pretty cool. So I really hope that this is not fake. I hope this is a true story, because.
Right, and I can't wait to hear the whole story.
Yeah, so it's like again, the nickname is the Ghost of Kiev, and he's a lone MiG-29 pilot just flying around. So far right now, as I'm looking at some individuals saying that it's 3 to 4 aircraft shot down, but now he's saying 6 Russian jets. So it's back and forth. And then right now there's reports of the I guess the kill count, I guess you'd say, how many so far the Ukrainian military has destroyed: 30 tanks, 5 planes, 6 helicopters belonging to Russia in the first 5 days. All those freaking javelins that we sent, man. Blessed be to Saint Javelin, the patron saint of javelins.
I guess that saint's working.
I think it's awesome. I think that's the feel-good story like you have. Also, you have the Russian warship, go fuck yourself, rallying cry. I can just imagine. Yeah, that's like a battle cry. Could you imagine like growing freaking? Could you imagine if we had like a? What if we had a fucking? We don't have anything like that.
So
far, yeah. It's a Russian warship. Go fuck yourself, rah! And then you get next thing you get a phone call. Hey, Spanky Ice, you got to report to the commander's office for a sharp complaint for saying Russian warship. Go fuck yourself. Get an EO sharp complaint because you imagine if we try to say something like that. So. Anyway,
yeah,
so we'll
freedom jabbers.
Yeah, exactly. freedom jabbers. Looking at some of the tweet comments. Are you sure his name isn't Poe Dameron? Or Wedge Antilles? Some serious Star Wars references there. Ace Combat. That's right, because Ace Combat. That's definitely some Ace Combat themes there. I'm gonna go play Ace Combat when I'm done. Dude, that's like freaking crazy, dude. The Ghost of Kiev. That's badass. I mean, there's been no Ace.
I'm gonna try to keep up and see what else I hear about the Ghost.
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, this guy's. I mean, this dude's like doing this stuff. Is like the OG guy from stacking ISIS bodies. The Angel is exactly that Angel of Death. He's like 50 years old. You got some 50, 60-year-old freaking Ukrainian pilot going out and shooting Ivan out of the fucking sky.
Right, saying I've been training my whole life for this. Leroy Jenkins, let's go.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, man. I like to get some footage. We'll probably get some footage anyways, and then we'll post it on the WTF Moments or the WTF Nation Radio radio page. I think that's like freaking, that's like inspiring, dude. Like almost like Wolverines, right? I mean, but these guys are like freaking, busting caps on. I just think it's awesome. Yeah, Leroy Jenkins, exactly. In a MiG. That's like the MiG is like the old Chevelle chasing up against Honda shit boxes from Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, I remember hearing about the MiGs and the original Danger Zoning.
Right, exactly. The MiG-28, exactly. The MiG-28.
Children.
Yeah, MiG-28. Nobody's been that close before. All that shit. How can I say? Because I was inverted. Bullshit. You know what I mean? Could you imagine? I mean, think about F-35 pilots and F-22 pilots right now. Aren't you throwing some hate? You want to throw some jealousy right there?
Probably just a little bit.
This guy is going to get free beer for the rest of his life, and if he's single, all the women he wants, or if he's not, into women, but he's not. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He'll be okay. He'll be gratified in those vices. So I think that's pretty funny. I think that's badass. He should. I mean, I really hope that this is not just a legend, and there's some. It takes something to fly. I don't know if you've ever been around MiG-29. It looks like it was put together from some Joe Bob at Home Depot. Exactly. Some old shitbox used car dealership off Yakin Road. Here you go, buddy.
Off of Rancier for us hood people.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, or off of Rancier. Yeah, exactly, for the hood people. Look at that. But dude, this is a MiG-29, buddy. It'll get you no low ballers. I know what I got. It's like some old Vietnam pilot flying. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly. As a matter of fact, that's a better analogy, Pookie. It's like an old Vietnam pilot building an F-4 Phantom in his garage and then doing some SWAT cat shit. Dude, you're dead on. An F-4 Phantom is a perfect analogy against the SU. God, it's just freaking impressive. So I'm looking at somebody sent me a link to some footage right now of the dude taking on a SU-35. So we'll post it up on the radio page. That's pretty impressive. So, hey, by the way, me and Kaz are going to be doing some stuff this weekend. You know that? We're doing some stuff.
Go on. What are you and Kaz doing this weekend?
Yeah, dude. We're doing an event. Me and Kaz are freaking going to do a broadcast over the weekend this Saturday in Colorado Springs at the National World War II Museum of Aviation. That's be pretty cool. With a nonprofit organization, looking forward to do that. It's going to be pretty badass. So you'll pay attention this Saturday.
I can't wait to listen in.
Yeah, exactly. Pookie's like exactly that. Team Old will be repping. If you guys have never been to the National Museum of World War II Aviation, it's pretty badass. They have these old warbirds from World War II, and not just museum pieces. Some of their pieces, museum pieces, are actually flying aircraft. So exactly.
Well, I'm worried now.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Breaking news: 2 old retired guys are, tried to break in and start up a B-17 bomber and try to escape at Colorado Springs Airport.
I don't know if I have that kind of bail money, guys.
I was about to say, no, we'll fly to Ukraine.
Check the snack fund.
Yeah, exactly. Me and Cos are like, want to go to Ukraine? Let's go, and we'll go. You know what I mean? So we're looking forward to this. Again, it's with a great group of individuals. Operation Pay It Forward. And you'll be seeing us broadcasting from the NBR/H-Train show, and then it'll be shared on U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. And I can't wait to do that because, A, it's going to be fun. It's for a good cause, with cause and ice. So there you go. What else we got going on? We got some... Cause is going to try to... he's going to try to fly the P-51. He's going to try to freaking... smuggle it out. I can take off. Landing and walking away might be an issue. Hey, no problem, man. As long as we got chutes, I got you, Cos. I got you. So Monday, wait, is that all we got so far? Don't we have more guests going on this week for the rest of the month? Or, oh my God, wait, we got Mark Liebman. Mark Liebman coming on tomorrow. He's a previous guest on WTF Nation Radio and U.S. Army WTF Moments. He's an author. He's got a lot of books coming out, or has had a lot of books out, and now he's going to talk about this new novel that he's going to have. And then February is like pretty quick. That ends it for February. And then on March 1st, Kevin Bigley, who stars, is an actor and writer known for The Dilemma, Stretch, and the Angry Birds movie. This would be interesting. And then on March 7th, it's our birthday. It's WTF Nation Radio's birthday, right? It's like what? We're like 5 years old or something like that? 6 years old? Oh. 6 years old? 6 years old? Damn. We're old. So we're, anyway, so Bradley Constant is going to be on the Pop Culture Warrior. She is starring as the 15-year-old Dwayne Johnson during his formative high school years in the TV series Young Rock. So he plays the Rock as an adolescent. And then on 10 March, we're gonna have the Command Team on Sergeant's Time. Bigley's also BoJack Horseman, American Dad. Yeah, that's right. The Command Team from USAREC is gonna be on Sergeant's Time. USAREC. Command Team. So we're just going to leave it at the Command Team because we don't know. It might be the Sergeant Major. It might be the Commanding General. But we're going to talk about all those baller bonuses that are coming out of USAREC to join. So that'll be cool. March 15th is going to be Jeff Strucker. And this will be at 8 o'clock. It'll be like right when the show starts. So, normally we have our guests come on at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But sometimes schedule conflicts, individuals still interested in coming on, but we will go ahead and work with the guests. So Jeff Strucker, if you guys don't know who he is, look up Jeff Strucker and look up Black Hawk Down, and that's all you got to do is look that up. He'll be on to Shoot the Breeze, and he'll be talking about his book. He's an award-winning author. He also is retired as a chaplain, joined the Army as an infantryman, and was inducted in the Army Ranger Hall of Fame 2017. And then Brick Bassinger is going to be on. Man, what's up with that, dude? How come CQ's getting all the... What's up with that, dude? Why is CQ getting all the...
CQ's hustling. Hustling.
He's out there hustling, man.
We got to get on it.
We got to get on it, man. Well, hang on. We got Brett Bassinger, again, another CQ show on the 22nd of March, and he's the American actress known as her leading role as Bella Dawson on Nickelodeon series Bella and the Bulldogs. has her role as Catherine in 47 Meters Down sequel, and her reoccurring roles in School of Rock and The Goldbergs, and also starring in the DC Universe series Stargirl. So there you go. But wait, we got a guest. This is a guest that this is something that you and I worked. You and I knocked this out. This is One Punch Dad. You know that bald warrant officer that has those serious TikToks? And the last one, I think we need to post the boot one or something like that, or get him back get his TikToks back in circulation, so that way everybody knows what we're talking about.
Just that new one with the boots.
With the boots, yeah. He talks about boots, exactly that. One Punch Dad is going to be on, and he's going to shoot the breeze with us. It's going to be fun. And then Tuesday, Rich Ting, actor Rich Ting was born in L.A., and a fourth-generation Asian American growing up as an athlete. Ting played collegiate football at Yale University and earned a BA, and then went on to achieve dual JD MBA degrees. Soon after scholastic goals, he realized he needed to switch careers and pursue his passion for the entertainment industry. There you go. And then Cheyenne Sobyan, best known for playing Behrad Tarazi in DC Legends of Tomorrow. That's badass, dude. He's like freaking CQ. What are you doing? Freaking guest hog. What's up with that? It's okay. I'm working on other guests too. So I might get some controversial guests coming on here. Like, I don't know.
Let's do it.
Let's get some controversial Monday edition ones and some controversial SGT'S Time ones. Man. Maybe we get some of our former guests that were, that came on here before to give us an update on what they've been up to. And shooting the breeze. So, anywho, thank you guys again for hanging out tonight. This has been pretty cool. All you guys that like to sit there and throw haters, all you individuals that like to shoot trash and keep doing that. Keep doing that. We actually encourage all the haters and the drama, please, because then what it does is that we know that we're getting under your skin, and you can't change what we post or can't change what we say. As a matter of fact,
just rent-free in your head.
Yeah, we're living rent-free. Not only we're living rent-free in your head, but what we're going to do is that we're going to make sure that we find out what your social media accounts are. So you better lock them down, and we will make sure that we get the guests that piss you off the most. We're here to help you out. Here at the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence.
Episodes of Petty SGT'S Time.
Yeah, exactly. So all I can say right now is Russian warship, go fuck yourself. Eat a dick, Putin. What other stuff can I say before Facebook bans me? You're a coward for invading Ukraine. Hang in there, Ukraine. It's going to be... Why is Jason angry? Move, man, I know. So anywho, everyone, thank you again for hanging out. And yes, those commercials for those video spots for Ukraine will always be showing, and I don't care what anybody says. So I don't know. You got anything to say, Spanky? You got anything else you want to say?
Oh no, I'm sorry I was late, y'all. Sorry, it happens. I get computer dumb sometimes. So.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Oh, shot. What am I going to post? What video, Corey? What video are you talking about? Which video am I going to post? I screened a video. The shovel video. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about, Corey? Because that's the one I showed at the beginning of the show. The next one's I'm going to show immediately after this, after the music kills off, is I'm going to show the each of us. So, the Ghost of Kiev. Oh, the Ghost of Kiev. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm going to post that video as soon as we're done here. So you're going to see it posted on WTF Nation Radio's Facebook page. And this is again, it's going to be a video reported of the Ghost of Kiev. If it's true, and then if so, then it'll be badass. But anywho, so with that, thank you guys for hanging out, and I think that's it, right? Are you good, Spanx? Are you good?
Good, sweet dreams, y'all.
All right, y'all have a good night, and see ya.
There's a lot of tough talk on Twitter, but there's not a lot of real talk.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments.